Hey everybody, it's Miriam again here at Paperwheelz Studio. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're in your room enjoying the day crafting. Today I'm going to play and alter some playing cards. I'm going to do 3 under 30. So I'm going to pick 3 of my cards out here. And I have newspaper, like not old paper kind of book page here. I have some scrapbook paper that we could use. I also have a tea bag. So we are going to do at least 3 different ways to alter these playing cards. I really like these numbers here. These came from a set of cards called Flinch. I honestly don't even know how you play the game. I just thought they would look really cool, and this side would make neat altered playing cards in junk journals. And then I have, let's do a red one since both of those, actually I think it's a purple. Yeah, it's like a purple color because you can tell next to the black. And let's just do, we got that 4, but it's the only red one I have out here. So we'll just do those and see what we come up with. I also forgot here, I've got book page, scrapbook paper, tea bag, and I have some collage papers. So that's actually more than 3 ways to alter these playing cards. I even have some brown napkin over here from a prior project. Still some on my desk. So, and I have some lovely stickers somewhere that I think will work very well to alter these. They're up here with some washi tapes. So we're going to use these embellishments and washi tapes here to alter some play cards. So I don't want to take a lot of time. I'm just want to grab a kind of neutral page. Oh, look at this. Paper would look really good on a playing card too. I'm going to lay that out there. Let's see. You know, I'm working on a small orangish journal. So maybe something like this would be good. That's what we're going to use. This is 30 minutes or less. We don't have time to waffle. So we're going to get at least 3 of these done, if not more. We're going to cover them. Oh, that's very neutral as well, huh? Okay. Very decided, Miriam. So let's get it on these and we'll go from there and see what we end up with. Also have some plain paper. I can also, if I want, cover the backs for journaling on, or we can leave the backs as they are depending on how you're going to use it in your journal. So we got our 3 pieces here. Just going to lay them out here, and we'll just start out with the very first piece of paper. I've been using a white glue rather than a glue stick with my papers, and I like it. I just prefer it for some reason now. I'm not going to cover these 2 because I kind of would like those numbers to come through. So let's cover this side on these 2 cards with this paper here that we can use. Just don't know why I poured a whole little puddle. It's just, I guess, easier for me. Keep that pen handy. And I'm just going to spread this out. I usually just squeeze it right from the bottle, but I refilled it and my glue's probably, it's a different type. It's Aleene's white glue, which is a little thicker than what I had been using. But that's okay. It didn't take too long to come out of there. So we're going to glue this down on here. Right about there. And I'm going to bring it right down to the edge The good thing about the white glue is you can slide it a little bit. You just need to make sure that you know where it's going pretty quickly, because if you don't, it's going to get glued down with or without it. Well, that got orange on it, and that was my goal. So let's put one up in this upper corner here to get a little bit of teal there, maybe. So maybe I can get the glue straight without a little pile. Just, yeah, here we go. Once it starts flowing, it's usually not hard to just continue squeezing. And these glue bottles, I like them better for me than the Sugar Bell. They're Sugar Bells if you use the needle point. And I've not found one that isn't that needle point. This one is close to a needle point, but it's not a needle point, so it doesn't take as much effort as the needle points for me to, what's the word I want? Squeeze it. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think of here. All right, so I really like how those are going to come to be here or turn out. Let's put this other one. It's just a plain black, but let's go ahead and cover it. And we'll put him right here on this paper. And that'll give us a different look on the back of each card that we have here. Again, you wouldn't even have to cover this. In fact, you could sand these a little if you wanted. Oh, I'm not going to, because I trust that my glue will hold it even without them sanded. But you could sand it if you wanted to do something else, or take some shiny off, or if you're afraid your glue would not stay. I'm not too worried about my glue not staying, since I was going to use a glue stick, but change plans. So we got 3 down now. While we're at it, let's just go ahead and pull another one in and put it next to the 3 here. Let's get something besides a 4 or a 3. Since, I don't know, 4s and 3s just seem to be what got... Here's an 8 of clubs. All right. How is everybody? Tell you what, today it is middle of the afternoon in Southeast Ohio, and it is only 71 degrees, and there's quite a breeze going. So I have on a sweatshirt. I wear like dresses a lot. I have a sweatshirt dress, and I got my legs all wrapped up in blankets today. It's that chilly in here. All right. Get my scissors here. Now you could come along with a ruler if you wanted to. See how organized my desk is? You could come along with a ruler if you wanted to just tear these, which maybe I'll do that, see how they tear as soon as I find where I put it. There's my ruler. Somebody must have been yelling, hey, it's over there on the side. Because there it was in plain sight where I couldn't see it. All right. I'm just tearing these enough to get them separated here. That way I have my 4 cards separate. Then I can do what I need to probably sand the edges. To sand the paper off, because I think it gives it a neat look rather than, oh, did you see what I did there? Wasn't that lovely? That is why you don't tear your papers. Or that's why you don't cut your papers before they completely dry. Tell you what, we're going to leave it like that, and we'll fix it with washi tape. And since these are the ones that tore, we'll just cut down the side here, and we'll just fix that edge with a piece of lace or washi tape and it'll be just fine. Yeah, and then it's kind of neutral papers on the back. Same with that one. However, we want to let them dry a wee bit, so let's go ahead and we won't clip the corners per se here. We'll come back to that, but I'm going to go ahead and trim this one a little close. If I can get that corner, I'll go ahead and do that. There we go. That one wasn't too bad. At least it did rip on me. Okay. And let's go ahead and get our 3 so we have some things to work with. And these 2 others, we'll lay them to the side and work with them last, so that we can let that paper dry the rest of the way on them. Or where it tore, anyway. We'll come back and put something over where it tore. Alright, so let's just lay these 2 off to the side here. And get rid of my little scraper, my little scrap paper pieces. That one has glue on it. And then we're going to tear off maybe some pretty collage paper to do where the numbers are, because I believe that those numbers will show right through. Okay, I love this collage paper. It's Paperwheelz collage. Wonder if we can manage that bird there. Let's see. We put it this way, then we get both of those birds, which looks super cool too. All right, so let's do this. I'm just going to go on the other side of our lower birdie, and we're just going to tear this off here. There we go. Oops, not clear to the top here, Miriam. There we go. Gotta hold it down a little bit tighter to get it to tear. Oh, don't tear away from the roller. I'm just not having a lot of luck today. I'm not sure what my issue is. Maybe it's the cooler weather, honestly. Take a little piece off and see what just happened? Well, we're just going to take this piece and we're going to put it in my little ephemera bowl, which, by the way, I'll insert a picture here so you can see what it looked like before. But I am now down to, if we take that out of there, I'm now down to this, which is pretty, I mean, I can push it down, actually. I'll insert the picture of what it was like the other day when I was trying to use this stuff up so you can see that. Alright, so we still have, and that'll still be fine. The bottom just took some notes off, so this bird will be great to use on a tag somewhere. In fact, I probably have a perfect tag that'll fit on. I just keep these rolled up with a hair tie around them to keep them from unrolling on me. Alright, so I'm going to lay this to the side. This actually will not need a lot of coloring or anything. And I'm going to roll this piece up because it will work as an extra collage piece. I don't know, we might even be able to use it at the top of the 2 pieces that ripped. So let's get that out of here. This is what happens when you have too many things on your desk. And this time, I'm just simply going to open this up and tear a piece off. doesn't really matter what I get because it's just black and white collage paper. So that, what does it even say down through there? D, C, F, G, H, I. It's the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. That might be cool to be in with those numbers. That would be cool on a card. All right, so we're going to tear us off a piece that we can, hey, now I know how to do it much easier. Hold the paper in the right hand. Okay, we're doing good here. Got to give my cards a moment if I'm going to sand the edges for them to dry. That one didn't want to go around there again. My fingers, my hands get cold and they quit working. I'm just going to lay it to the side over here and I'll get that on in a bit. Get my pieces of paper in my little box and lay those off here to the side. This is my sander piece. All right, here's my 3. Now where did Mr. 4 go? All right, oh, there he is, just hiding under here. So let's just take my sanding file and I'm just gonna sand away from these, just along the edge, just to, you know, remove that little corner bit and take off any paper that I might have missed. This is just actually a coarse nail file. You can use like with acrylic nails and things. You can also get you a sanding block or even just a little piece of sanding paper. It really does not matter. I have some little tiny sanding blocks. Oh, look how that one turned out. Isn't that really cool? And we're just going to sand all these edges because then when you come back and apply some inks, it'll really take the ink and it'll look really cool. I've picked up a bunch of playing cards. Some I had and some of them I picked up at yard sales and things. If you don't have playing cards, you can always use some pieces of cardstock and put numbers on them and still collage over them with your papers. That would work as well. Okay, let's get my glue stick and let's get this on here. I'm using my Magic Glue Yoo-Hoo glue stick. Thus far my favorite glue stick, and I've used a lot. Okay, I didn't bring me anything to glue on, but I got a piece of wax paper up here left over from my, come on, don't fall off the back of my desk. There we go. And I can just use it for glue paper. Here we go. And I'm going to cover this completely clear to the edges with my glue stick. Comes out blue, dries clear. Good thing is you can see where it is. You never wonder where you've put your glue and if you got it all covered. So make sure where you have your white spots that you do have enough glue there, and go clear over your edges. Just doesn't act like it's, there we go. I think I'm just pushing the glue around right there. There we go. All right, and then I definitely want to get this guy on the top, so we're going to bring it down to maybe like right. Hopefully we can adjust it. Yep, pull back up before it dries. Yep, there's a hair. Ooh, that was a big hair. Okay. Probably mine. Now that I have long hair, I find it everywhere. Come on. There we go. Just going to press that down on there over top of that. And then we're going to lay it to the side and let it dry. I think I'm going to come back here and put some of my, I have just a little bit of my mixture where I did some, you might want to call it Mod Podging in my last video. Just trying to go clear to the edges here. And we got, you know, the birds, at least we didn't decapitate the bird. We just took his legs off and shortened his wings. So, and now I'm just going to, not going to use my scissors, just going to sand this bit off. Do the same thing with washi tape if you want. Now I'm going to let it dry before I do any further sanding on it or adding things. It's really not going to need much for decoration except for maybe a nice label across the bottom. I do have my crackle paint too, but I thought maybe give it a try on something today. Alright, here's number 3. I'm going to do just a wee bit of sanding before I glue the collage paper on this one. Just because, see, it's not completely covered to the edges here. So, I'm sanding away from it because then it'll go right in there and get my edge good. If I sand it the other direction, it's not going to let me tear my paper off as easy, and it might roll up on me. So that's why I'm doing it in this manner. All right, a little bit more here to go. We'll have no problem because, again, I don't think this one's going to need a lot of decoration either. When you use these Tim Holtz collage papers, there's not a lot of decorating that needs to be done. They're beautiful in them, by themselves. I don't think I have any of the Christmas collage paper. I might have just some small little sheets. They had some that came in packages, just some small sheets of it. And I think I got some and put it away. So when I get my Christmas stuff out, there might be some in there. Last year I didn't get time to finish my Halloween journal before Halloween was over, gone, and I was already working on Christmas gifts and Christmas journals after that. So I have a Halloween journal that I want to get out and finish in October. And I have a couple Christmas journals that I wanted to make last year and didn't get it done for making gifts. So my plan is to work on those in November and December. Please like, share, and subscribe. So subscriptions only give you notifications when I put out videos. There is no charge or cost for those. It helps me when you subscribe. It helps to grow my channel the way this algorithm is set up, my understanding of it on YouTube. And when I get to 500 followers or subscribers, it would be subscribers, not followers, I can, it's not that I can, I'm going to have a giveaway for a $25 gift card from Amazon. So as long as you can order from Amazon, you should be able to use the gift card. Because there's no actual physical product, I got the gift card on mine, so I would be able to give you the code for that gift card. And you could then order whatever you'd like from Amazon, provided you can have Amazon shipped to where you live. And I would not know 100%, but I imagine Amazon can ship to many places in the world. There's probably some that cannot, but where they don't ship, those people are probably in remote locations. All right, so there's that one. Oh, let's glue it down, and then I'll go back and shave that other one off, and the other two are probably dry enough that we can do something with them. So, I'm at, let's see, that's 25 minutes, and I know that I used a few minutes up in the beginning telling you what I was going to do. So, let's just go ahead and put this down, and then I'll get the other two. Okay, I'm going to turn my glue stick up this time. There we go. This one's I think I've only used it maybe once or twice so far, so it's fairly new glue stick. There we go. No problem getting glue out of that one. I think maybe I just needed to roll it up a minute ago. Alright, so let's see how we want. I think I'd like to make sure I get this flower on here, so let's just start it. Let's just go for that, and hopefully I did not. No, I didn't put it on there crooked. That's pretty cool. I'm going to get it all pushed down into the paper, and I'll lay it aside to dry while I get the bird one. Actually, I'm going to lay it aside and then go ahead and pick these other two up over here, and we'll put a piece up at the top for these two. Okay. I am going to go ahead and cut this just for quickness here, because I know it's nice and dry now. I'll be sanding the other side, so I'm okay with just using my scissors here, just to move it along a little quicker. When I sand the other side, it'll take care of it. I'll still give it a little sand even for the side the paper's on, even though it won't need it, but I'll still give it one just so it'll ink up well when I'm all done here. And it always looks good with the corners to sand, I think. There's that one. And let's get our 8 of clubs done here. Technically, we only have to do 3 under 30. So I guess you call me an overachiever by trying to do 4. I just wanted to see how the red looked like under some collage paper as well. Let's see, we'll go and trim a little of this, knowing we're going to come back and do some sanding. That's all right. As long as you don't cut your playing card, you're good. Okay. Let's see. Not a lot of time left, so we can't make a lot of decisions here. Let's just use this cloth paper under my wrist for the other side of these. And this piece must not have gotten enough glue on it because it's wanting to pop up on the one end. So we'll go in here and I don't think I used my white glue. I must have missed this corner. So good thing about it, you can go back in, and apparently I missed the whole end, and add some more glue. Let's just get it free flowing here. Come on. Where's my pen? Here we go. All right. Should come. Ah, there it comes. All right. Get that bit down there. And let's see what happens if we come in, if it's too see-through, if I just use a piece of this at the top here. Looks kind of cool with the leaves across there. So let's see if I would just do, if I can do something like this. I guess it doesn't really matter which way I put this, does it? It doesn't. So let's just put some glue down here. Get a good bit on here, and we'll glue some of this collage down here. Put it back to dry while we work on the others. See, if you get a process going, you can get these done in no time. Really doesn't take a lot, and they don't, like I said, don't require much decoration. If you're using pretty collage papers, you can simply give it a label. It already has numbers. Just give it a label and you're good to go, pretty much. All right, let's, oh, we don't want to do that. It just doesn't want to tear for me, so let's do this. It's collage paper. It'll sand. Okay. And, you know, it just kind of goes with collage. People will never know I made a mistake if you don't tell them. Right? Oh. Again, it's fine. When it dries, it'll be just fine. So I'm going to put you there. And where is the other one that I need? Not you. Are you, oh, there you are. Got another piece right here that's nothing but music. So let's just go ahead and put it down. There we go. Get off there. And I have a flat edge here because it was across the bottom. Is that gonna go there pretty much? Yeah. All you see is the little white edge, but actually I'm good with that. We're going to just leave it that way. Okay. This one, I must not have gotten enough glue on it. Tell you what, this collage paper is not wanting to tear with me. It's kind of, I don't know, durable, more than I thought it would be. All right, there we go. Wow, I really missed this piece. And I think we're going to be done with this glue, I believe. So let's get the pen in it and get it out of my way and cover the other side of these other two. Then all we gotta do is put some labels on and these will be done. Ready to go. Ready to roll. All right. This is just some of that homemade paper that happened to be in between a couple other papers that I had here. So I'm going to take this, hopefully the smaller piece actually will work. I don't know if it's wide enough, but if it is, we can use it for both pieces. Just try it. Oh, absolutely. So let's just cut it where the fold is. I must have had this cut and folded for something else and then didn't use it. for me. Get my scissors actually in my hands here, and there we go. Usually I don't have a problem sanding this paper. We'll see how it behaves today. Okay. Get rid of a couple scraps here, or I'm going to get all messed up. Get rid of my book page so we have more room to work. And I don't care if I'm a few minutes over time, because I am a slow crafter anyway. As you all well know, I can't mass make anything in a small amount of time. So I hit 35 minutes, which we're already at 36. Oh, it's just fine. I'm going to go ahead and finish these. All right. And cover this. You know what? We'll lay that one aside. And we're just going to let this one dry while I work on the other two. I got a big old glue bit under there, and that's going to really affect the looks of this, I think, because it's, here, we'll just spread it out and do it that way. There we go. All right. So, go let this one dry, and we're going to go back here to our two. We got this one is completely done. All it needs is a little sandy on the edges and probably a label, and it will be done. I got some green labels here, which I think might look really good on this. I don't know. It's got a lot of green in it, so we'll try one and see how it looks once I finish here. Oh yeah. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Just look at that. Oh my. I love it. You could even cover these like this and make you a little journal with them. All right. Can't really see the number too well through that, but that's okay. I like it a lot. Okay. Where's that washcloth when I need it? Here we go. Been trying to keep a wet washcloth. I find that if I'm crafting in my craft room and get a baby wipe out, by the time I finish the video, my baby wipe is usually dried up. And it doesn't seem to work very well, so let's see if we can't get by with maybe one of these guys on here. Yep. We're going to do this collected one down here. And I did get me a new, it's not a distress. It is a distress ink, not a distress oxide. And I did get that recently. However, it's a weathered wood and ground espresso. Right now I'm using scorched timber, so I'm going to go with that for this. And I didn't get a new dauber out for my weathered wood, so I like it. It's got like a blue look to it. It's right here. It's got like a blue-gray. It's beautiful on things. Let's see if I got enough on my ink pad, which I probably do. It's quite saturated. I'm going to go ink around the edges because I want to get these done. So I'm going to take a shortcut and not do that on camera. I can do that once I'm completely finished here. All right. Here's one and done. See, that's all it took, which is just amazing to me. Let's do this bigger piece here on the bottom first. This one might need, I don't think it's going to need much more, honestly. And the question is, do we want to decorate this side or do we want to decorate the black and white side? It really is up to you. I did the birds on the last one just because I think they made nice focal point on the collage paper. Again, I'm not going to file my edges, and you can just barely see your numbers, but it kind of adds to the prettiness of it. If I have to come back with a little glue there, I will. All right. Somebody's got a wagon or something pulling it outside. I can hear it going down the street. Either that or it's trash day. People might be taking their trash cans back to their houses. All right. So let's see if I can find a black piece. I also have some washi tape up here that I'm gonna, nah, I'm not gonna do it today. Let's see what we got here on top. I'm sure there's something close by that here's a number that will work. And let's see, I'm sure I have another one here nearby that will work as well. Let's see, what are you? You're number 9. I don't, here we go. Here is a, oh, it's round. Let's switch you out for number 9. Where'd number 9 go? Or what are you? Let's see. Oh, yeah, I like that better anyway. I don't like to waffle around when it comes to decorating. You end up taking too much time trying to figure it out, and it's just not worth it. So I'm not going to do around the edges again. I'm just inking up my ephemera pieces. Don't know that this one needs really inked much. Oh. But that's okay. We're going to. And we'll put this down here. Actually, we're going to do let's do this one first, and then we'll do the round one. All right. Numbers are the right side up. Put that like that. Perfect. And we're going to bring this one in. And it's going to go right like that. All right. So we got 2 altered playing cards. And here we go for number 3. I'm going to come back and sand this. But however, I am going to trim this off so I can go ahead and decorate this one. And it needs a little bit more than a label, I think, maybe. But I'm sure I have something in my little box that will work perfectly. Still a little wet, but that's okay. We can come back and sand it closer once we... Oh, okay, we're good. Now we can either decorate the side you see face up now, or we have plain white on the other side. I like the other sides decorated because they have the numbers on them. All right, come on, scissors, cooperate with me. There we go. Just kind of moved right along and almost cut the paper, or almost tore the paper while it was cutting. See if I can do the same thing up here. Yeah. Okay. So be sure, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's push that glue up some. Maybe we can push some of that out of there. Ruffled that up a bit, but with a little ink it'll be just fine. So let's see what we got we can use on this one. I have this beautiful blue and purple butterfly. What do you think? Is that too much? Maybe it is. Let's see here. Here is a lovely train certificate, but that's too big. So let's pull out this number. And here's a lovely hanging basket sticker. Do we want to do something like this in the center? That actually would look very good. All right. It's going to be done. So we're going to go ahead and ink around this piece. So give it some definition. And we're just about finished with this here. Told you I wouldn't get them done probably in 30, but okay. It is what it is. I don't think I like that particular label with this. Come on, why aren't you coming out? Did I not just have the straight pin? Really? Okay. If you don't want to play, we'll get somebody else on the job here. Okay. I'll put this down here. And I'm going to kind of put it in the center so you still see the 8s in the corners. Yeah, like that. And hopefully I didn't glue my little sticker down here. I did not. And I'm going to see if I can find a very small sticker here that will work. All right, here we go. Maybe. All right, here's a couple of these homemade ones I did before with the dragonflies. I'm just going to see if one of these will pull off. If not, I'll cut it. Hopefully, it'll just pull right off here and I can glue it. Oh, yes. If I don't, I'll do that. So let's get the hanging basket on here. Hopefully the back will come right off and cooperate. Here we go. No, thought I had it. There. Okay, got it that time. Get out of there. And we'll put it a little bit towards the top. So I can come back and put this down here, partway on the oval and partway on my card, like this. Just like that. All right, so we managed to do 3 playing cards in under 30 minutes. Get your playing cards or your cardstock out. Go straighten it up just a hair. Because if not, I'm going to be obsessing about it. And I will uncover my 8 there, and when I straighten up. All right, so you get your cards out, make yourself some altered playing cards. Try out the collage papers from Tim Holtz and see what you think, or even use napkins or regular digital papers. Hope you enjoy this project. Bye for now. You all have a wonderful evening.